Hi, Bev. I am so excited to be here with you today. And I just love this topic. It is on cherishing and nourishing. And I can't wait to hear what your perspective is on it.
So, cherishing and nurturing your relationship. When we're already on a path of moving into more full respect living, some of the things we've spoken about, appearing more as your wise adult in relationship and seeing that you're a team, that you're not adversaries, you're a team in your relationship. How do we maintain that? And what are some of the things we can do? So some of the things we need to do is just express our gratitude to our partner, is sometimes prepare something special or create a fun event that we can do together to remember to bring that cherishing and nourishing aspect into our relationships, to make that effort. Why? Because we live together. Why? Because we love each other. And to just not always be sucked along in life when we don't have time for our relationship. A relationship is not something out there. A relationship is minute to minute data streaming. It's a live thing that happens between us all the time.
Yeah. And relationships, at least my thought around it is relationships are everything. They are the foundation of the human experience. And without relationships, especially healthy relationships, it's really easy to fall into a place of not feeling aligned within yourself, not feeling alive and happy, and definitely not having as healthy of a relationship with yourself.
Absolutely. That's your closest circle of intimacy, that relationship with myself. And to remember that. And that's where, again, pausing in one's day, maybe meditating, maybe listening to something, just being with yourself and regrounding and refocusing. I sometimes find that I'm not such a morning meditator, but sometimes in the afternoon, I need to take that pause and just check in with myself. And it doesn't matter when you do it. I do it in the afternoon if I can, and at the end of my day, I review my day, I express gratitude, but definitely to be in touch with myself.
I love that. So I'm going to speak from my personal experience, but I hope that this helps to influence other people. So I have noticed that when I am feeling like I'm cherishing and nurturing and nourishing my relationships around me, I personally start to feel a little bit more special. I feel a little more respected. I feel like I am um, coming into a place of feeling alive and abundant. Now, I do say this though, that this is with healthy boundaries, right? This isn't just allowing people to take advantage of you or walk all over you. This is in a healthy way that it is really easy then for you to come back and actually feel special about yourself and feel like life is more aligned. It's just a little bit more sweet and happy. Does that resonate with you?
Oh my golly, so much. And I'm so pleased you brought that up because it's such a crucial point. And I just want to repeat what you said. When you give and when you contribute and when you cherish and nourish, you receive so much in return. So often we think we can be passive in a relationship. Why doesn't he just do whatever I need him to do? But no, to be happy, we really need to take an active role in our relationships. We need to be giving, especially things that we would like. Yeah. And that is so crucial what you said. And thank you. Thank you for bringing that up because it's so important.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I love what you said a little earlier too. You said about taking that time for meditation, taking that time to slow down, taking that time to be able to realize what you do like and what you appreciate in relationships so that you can express it better, so you can use your voice like we talked about with
Right.
using your voice in a healthy way. So you can use your voice in a healthy way, showing your gratitude and what you're grateful for in these little things in life. And what I have found within myself, but also with so many, 99% of the clients that I've worked with that have focused heavily on this is they start to get a sense of their own personal wellness and this fulfillment in their relationships that just takes their health, their wellness, themselves with self love to a different, higher place.
Wow. That is amazing. That is so true. You know, you and I were speaking about that. Sometimes clients come and feel, I just want to work on this area of my life. Let's say my relationship. The fact that I'm not living a healthy lifestyle, I just can't manage that right now. And it's not either or. It's both and it happens together. And sometimes just by working on the one area, the other one becomes, as you've said, healthier.
Yeah.
But part of that is it's me. I need to look after me and I need to look after us. And it happens at the same time. It's not either or.
So, what you're saying, I just want to be clear, what you're saying is when you really want to take care of yourself and make sure you are at your best that you can possibly be, you have to also, at the same time, work on your relationships and work on nourishing and cherishing the people that are in your life, the relationships that you are experiencing, and the environment that you are in so that it's
And
all
that you
blending
want to
together.
create.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that so much. So, Bev, I'm really curious if someone is not quite sure how to improve a relationship or to step into a place of nourishing and cherishing because maybe their heart is feeling a little bit closed down, maybe they're struggling to find that openness. What would you recommend is something that they could do?
Okay, it's a great question, but I just wanted to go back.
Mm.
Very often people don't know how to nurture and cherish because we weren't taught that as children. Firstly, we aren't taught the skills. It's not a course, relationship skills, it's not something we're taught at school, but very often within our families where we just absorb these things, we're also not taught them, or we taught them in a way that is not as full respect living as could be. So
Yeah.
I always tell people who come and say, well, I don't really know all this stuff. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Again, just always hold ourselves tenderly and compassionately. You were never taught this. And it's so beautiful, Phil, that you're asking the question. So I think the place I like to start is really back at that adaptive child that we spoke about and just notice where you're triggered and what triggers you in your relationships. Don't fix it, don't judge it. Just notice what happens when I'm triggered and what is it that's triggering me. Because we can spend, a whole 4 days having an argument. Or we can say, how do you want to spend the evening? I think I'm done now. And get into a nicer place. Let's watch a movie together. And that's really what we want. We don't want to be living separately.
Yeah.
Unless we do. But
Acknowledging is the first step to
mm,
acknowledging and seeing is that first step to being able to make some change. I love that. Yeah.
what would you say when people come and ask you, I'm lost? Usually it's kind
Mhm.
of, I'm lost. I just don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's is the way it's expressed to me.
I think one of the best first steps, because it hits so many pieces of healing, is asking for one simple thing. It can be an ask of any sort. Hey, honey, can you grab me a cup of tea? Hey, I would love to spend 5 minutes just sitting and talking to you. Or, something even more simple if that feels too scary. But when we ask for anything that will allow us to feel like we're being taken care of, two big things happen. Number one, you show respect for yourself because you are allowing somebody to do something for you, and you're allowing yourself to receive the energy of love and compassion. But also, number two, most people, they want to do something for the people that they love. It makes us feel good to give. And a lot of times, people are waiting to be asked to do something out of the kindness of their heart. So, but some people don't know how to do that without being given the permission. So, asking somebody for something can give them the permission to say, I would like for you to take care of me now.
Beautiful.
Would you please do this?
I love that. There's something I'd like to add to that. So there's something like that I could ask, could you do that for me? But what I want to add to that is the tone. So your tone, okay, please could you grab me a cup of tea? The tone of what I'm really talking about is when your partner is yelling at you, honey, I really want to hear what you're saying. Could you just say that a little bit quieter, please? And that also gives a giving and a receiving in a calmer place. I really want to be able to do what it is you want, but could you tone it down in a gentle voice, not a sarcastic voice, not in a yelling back voice, in a calm voice. So I would say that there's two sides to that asking, really centered on that gentleness in your voice.
Yes, that's a great point. And I'm glad that you brought that up because when we ask for something in a very demanding way, that can come across differently than if we ask genuinely from our heart in a kind way that is more softer, more loving, and more in the energy of wanting to receive rather than demanding. So thank you for bringing that up. That's pretty important.
And these things take practice. It's not going to happen automatically, especially when we've been using strategies that have pulled us apart for so long and thought that that was the normal way to get closeness. It takes practice. And always, I said, just hold yourself tenderly because you are going to fall down. You are going to screw up, and that's okay. But start with just that awareness.
Oh, I love that so much. And I think that is the perfect way to end this talk today with such a beautiful statement of holding ourselves tenderly and using that to our advantage. So thank you so much, Bev. And
Thank
I
you,
can't wait to
Tansy.
come back to discuss more.
Thank you.